Would you like to see my tiny home?
Yes, please.
So we're still currently in the construction phase. We still have about a month to go in what we're trying to accomplish here, but still don't have a door or a step stool to go in.
It's a nice log.
Yes.
Good job.
Beautiful. So currently we do have 2 walls that are started with our birch wall. We're gonna have some little kind of linings on it that we're gonna do in a whitewash color. As you can see, our ceiling is exposed. We're gonna do some light staining and some more whitewash to complement. Our loft, where our sleeping area is gonna be, with our clothing is gonna be in the way back. A nice stairway is gonna be coming down where Chad's computer is gonna be going underneath the stairway, a little tuck away. That wine barrel is gonna be our shower basin. Not a lot of light in here. And
Is the wine barrel just reserving the spot, or that's what you guys are going to be using?
that's what we're gonna be using.
That's the plan.
Yeah,
A drain set up?
not yet.
There will be.
It's in the making.
Interesting. Cool.
Yeah, so it's literally, gonna be just this. With our compostable toilet, it's gonna be right here. And this is gonna be our little tiny bathroom and our little tiny home. And you're standing in our little tiny kitchen. And yeah, we'll have a gas stove. Everything's gonna be running on gas for the most part where we can. On-demand heater, a little wall heater, and the stove to preserve on finances and cut down electrical costs, and sink. That's pretty much it.
Oh, great. Should we just take a look around the outside?
Of course. So this is gonna be our runoff. Eventually we will have a washing machine there, and we're gonna hang dry. And this is our big large window. We're gonna put in a gutter.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
water
that's
collection.
interesting.
So we'll have that for ourselves.
Will the water be reused for the sinks and the shower, or just
We're not exactly sure how.
or like a garden or something?
At
Like
the
But-
that?
moment, it's just going to be probably for gardening and whatnot, and then we're going to have the actual gray water from the washer once we get it. That'll be used for gardening as well.
Yeah. So gardening, and we'll figure out how to.
That
Fit it
hose,
into
that
something.
hose bib on that side is actually just really, it goes through, because that's the hose bib that we attach to actually supply the tiny home with
Oh,
water.
okay.
And then there's my big gray hose right there. And this one actually is just, it runs through the system and is water that's just going straight through the tiny home for ease of gardening and whatnot as well. It's not actually, that's not going to be for gray water or anything. That's clean water that the house is being supplied with. Cool.
Yep. So we still got some touch up. And we're gonna do something with the wheel well.
Yeah, more trim around the wheel wells.
Yep.
Probably all along the bottom as well.
Some more touch up that we still need to do, but we do have our Noritz on-demand water heater that's gonna supply us with all our warm water. Our 2 5-gallon propane tanks that we might enlarge to.
That we will.
Won't last long enough.
No.
So it'll last about a month with what we have, but if we want it to last longer than a month.
We're probably going to go for 2 7 or 2 10 gallons.
Okay.
That's pretty much our tiny home.
Great. Would you guys be up for doing a few questions?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, guys. Thanks again for having us. This is Chad, Jillian. How did you guys get your life together enough to be able to start a project like a tiny home?
I wouldn't say it's together.
It was actually very more or less random that we started building it. I had been looking at tiny homes as well as just other little spaces like the shipping container houses and whatnot for quite a while, and have been interested in them. She wasn't so much interested in that idea at all. And then, I don't know, I guess maybe I was looking at some kind of tiny homes that were on the nicer side, and then she started to get interested. I can't really remember what caused her to finally start actually thinking about the idea.
Well, we were looking to move out, and rent was just ridiculous. I mean, it's all right, but we don't want to spend $800 to $1,200 a month.
And you're just paying to live there. You're not paying towards actually owning anything, you know? So.
Yeah, and I have a cat, so to find someplace that would allow an animal as well was just, it was just so challenging, and then a down payment, et cetera, et cetera. And I needed to move out of the location that I was at, and I was working at my restaurant in BA, and her friend Mark, who's in the tiny home realm of Sonoma County, came in, and I was serving on them, and BA told me she just moved here from Texas with her little tiny home, and I was like, my boyfriend likes tiny homes, and she's like, you should come to my open house. And so we did, and I saw it, and we met Alek and hung out with Mark a little bit more, learned about this tiny home community that they have envisioning and wanting to create, and I was like, why not?
Great.
That's pretty much how it happened.
Did you guys buy plans from someone else?
No.
No, I did all the drawings myself.
Yeah. We had a couple people, a couple actual general contractors help throughout the whole thing. So it's not like we're just a couple of amateurs going for it without any actual like official blueprints or anything like that. And then at the same time, we've been having a lot of helpful things, like the trailer that this originally was from was given to me for free. I just had to demo it because it was, for the most part, a whole trailer still. There was one wall taken out, everything else was still standing, so got the trailer for free. Some materials for free. The main paint that we used was free. So little things here and there that definitely helped the process and kept the cost down. Windows was actually a big thing. We got all of our windows for free, so that would have been pretty costly.
How did you find the reclaimed windows?
My mom's boyfriend is a general contractor that's near Eureka area, and he just has a shop that has a bunch of stuff that was taken out of homes. Like, say someone wanted new windows, he would take them out, and if they're in good shape, he generally keeps a lot of the stuff. So actually our door that we're using is from him as well. So he just had a lot of little things here and there that he had in his shop that he brings down, and so yeah.
Any other reclaimed materials that you guys are using?
Unfortunately, no. We didn't really look too much into it. We kind of asked around a little bit. For our faucets and stuff and our smaller items, I think we're going to go and get more kind of like reclaimed stuff.
Right.
We're still trying to find a bathroom sink that fits in our small, tiny bathroom. So we're going to go check out some other reuse, recycle places for those things and hopefully find something that works appropriately. But yeah, we were just fortunate enough to get all that stuff through a friend. But I do know that there's a lot of places and a lot of people you can talk to about getting reclaimed stuff.
I think we would have if we had planned a lot more in advance previous.
Yeah.
But like I said, it was kind of one of those things where we said, oh, we could start building that tiny home that we are thinking about, and then it just happened.
Yeah, that's great.
pretty much suddenly. So didn't have a whole lot of time to go searching around for reclaimed materials. I mean, we could have, but we wanted it done in a fairly timely manner.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So we ended up just buying a lot of things, kind of on the cheaper end of things still to keep costs down, but yeah, unfortunately.
Is that the final roof? The metal
That
roofing?
is the final roof.
Yeah, we're
Not
gonna.
not the actual flashing. We're thinking. I actually have my uncle works with a lot of aluminum and stuff, does roofing and whatnot and gutters, and I'm gonna try and see if he might be able to do some sort of aluminum trim pieces. So rather than painting the actual the flashing, but the fascia, because I already bolted it in everywhere, and that wood will not hold up for a ton of time, like just exposed like that. So seeing if he could wrap aluminum around, so just completely remove that fascia and just have it wrap all the way around so that wood is completely protected from metal. If not, then I'll just paint it.
Do you know what the square footage is going to be when it's said and done?
Not.
It's like gonna be like a little over 200. I can't remember the exact number. It's 160 downstairs, and then adding in the loft, it's about 200.
Yeah.
Are you planning on adding solar panels?
We
That's-
were thinking
yeah.
eventually. Not right away.
Is the electrical wired already?
It's not
It's-
wired already. We have to convert it if we were to add on solar panels. But unfortunately, that's probably going to be something that's going to be a little down the road. It's a little
Yeah.
costly of an item, and this was all kind of a loan to begin with to create. So we need to get to the next step before we do that. But that is, from the beginning, that's been something we wanted to do.
Did you hire out a contractor to do the electrical work?
We have
I
a...
hired someone coming and doing it free for us.
But they were an electrician.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
friends who are electricians and plumbers and
Yep.
contractors, so we were fortunate enough to also have that help, and whether they give us a discount or
Right.
even free for just helping
For-
get a song back on their phone, either way.
Fortunately enough, her old roommate owns a plumbing company,
Yeah.
Exact Plumbing, and so her friend that works for his plumbing company has been doing all of our plumbing for us. Her roommate's dad is the one that's done the electrical for us.
And his buddy is
her
the
roommate's
contractor.
friend is the general contractor that's been helping us here and there. So we've had a lot of fortunate connections that have been helping us along the way. So
Well, thanks very much for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Do you mind if we come back, check it out when it's all finished?
absolutely,
Yes.
I'd prefer it so it doesn't look half done.
Get a better idea of what it looks like.
Yeah.